thinking. Okay, we are live. Welcome everybody to Keeping It Local, Keeping It Real, episode number 2. My name is Kinta Wendt. I'm with Waterstone Mortgage, and today I have Brad Alexander. Go ahead, Brad. Introduce yourself.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I have Brad Alexander with the Alexander Home Team, a local realtor here in Hays County. And I'll let Brad introduce himself for a second.
Yes, I'm like you said, I'm Brad. Me and my wife have a real estate team in the Hays County, South Austin to San Antonio corridor. And we like keeping it local and keeping it real.
That's right. So today, Brad and I are on, and we're going to talk to you guys about buying, being a buyer, what that means, some mortgage products. But first, we're going to bring up something local. School.
So what do y'all think about kids going back to school? So Kinta, what are your thoughts on Caitlin, actually having some type of schedule besides YouTube and staying up late and FaceTiming friends, because that's all my kid does. That seems like all, yeah.
Right. No, super excited for her to get back into class. So at Barton, they are already doing extracurricular activities like volleyball practice. She was so excited to go and see her friends and even her coaches. Yes, even her coaches for making her doing mountain climbers. But we, as a family, are excited for school to just start and give them some type of focus daily.
And I really think that a lot of people, me and you have our work schedule really hasn't changed since all this started. Right. The only thing that me and you probably has changed is that we have learned how to use this technology stuff a lot better.
Right.
But our kids, their life has been completely turned upside down. And so to where my daily schedule really hasn't changed much, our kids' schedule has completely changed. So I am very excited to her getting some type, even if it's a virtual school, her getting some type of routine, some type of, I've had to give her multiple things, or I've had to give our daughters multiple things to get things done. Now we do have one daughter that's already in school. So
that's right.
Stephanie is in the kitchen right now being a virtual homeschool teacher right now.
How's that going out?
So 2 days, so that's a whole, so yes, it is challenging, but I am excited for Brooklyn and the rest of the kids to finally get on some type of schedule.
Yes, I'm tired of my child staying up till 2 a.m. Anyone else with me? Anyone else?
And she keeps on saying, I'm tired during the day. I'm tired. Well, if you would quit staying up all night long and sleeping all day, you may not be tired So yes, I'm still over it. All right. Loan products. All right, folks. So give you a little bit of background. Kinta used to be with a different lending entity, and she was getting beat out a couple of times by a certain lender, the one that she's with now. And so when that happened, just so happened, she made the change 3 days before the pandemic.
Craziness. Yeah, I was tired of getting beat out. I was tired of losing loans to Waterstone Mortgage. So I thought, well, I might as well just join. And
literally in February, we had 3 clients and they all went with Waterstone over her past employer because they had better rates, they had better programs.
That's right. They had a product that I knew Hays County needed me to promote.
So instead of beating them, join them. So Kinta joined Waterstone, and we're so glad she did. But as soon as she did, the pandemic set in, And just so y'all know, whenever you are a commission-based person, it gets a little stressful during a pandemic. So we devised a plan, and we knew Kinta had access to this really awesome, I was about to use a cuss word, this really awesome home product. Yeah, this really awesome product. And hey, let's take advantage of it. So we started calling everybody that was in the, and I really haven't worked with that many buyers up until the pandemic. So I was more on the listing side. Well, there wasn't a lot of people willing to have strangers come into their house and sell. So we went and worked with buyers, and wow. So this program is called T-Shack. I'm going to let Kinta talk about it. And then I'm going to put in my 2 cents of what because I'm not the lender, I'm the realtor, but folks, I will say this is in the top 3 loan products of my career I've ever seen. So Kinta, tell us about it.
Thanks, Brad. So yes, it is called Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation. And just to kind of give you a little bit of background of what this can do, let me use an example that Brad and I both worked with a close friend who is a firefighter. And my top goal when I came over to Waterstone is I went to said friend, you know who you are, and I said, I'm going to get you into a home, and I'm going to do it with little to no money down. And he didn't believe me, and he kind of believed me, but I said, trust me on this. My number 1 goal is to get you into a home. So with Brad's help, with this program, we were able to get one of our best friends into a home for him and his daughter. And it has been truly a blessing to see that transform and change their lives. So this program, T-Shack, Texas State Affordable Housing, it is a grant program. And by grant, I mean if you do an FHA loan with this program, it is a fully forgivable gift that the state of Texas is giving you. Yes, I said fully forgivable, meaning you don't have to pay it back. You don't have to worry about selling. It's a gift. How does this work, Kinta? I don't understand. How am I going to get free money from the state of Texas? Well, you have to meet 3 criteria. You have to have a FICO score above a 620. 640 is preferred, but we'll work with a 620. You have to purchase a home valued less than $350,000, and that is in the Hayes, Travis, and Williamson and Caldwell area. Okay, so anything outside of that has different parameters, but we're just keeping it local. We're keeping it real. So we're going to talk about Hayes and Travis County. You have to have a combined income of less than $112,000. So once again, 640 FICO, income of less than $112,000 annual. 350 sales price. Well, Brad, that's kind of 80% of our market right out here.
Well, actually, I was looking at our numbers. Our average sales price in 2000, and it's amazing because I keep a spreadsheet for each year. And right now we're at like our average sales price for buyers and sellers is right around 275.
Yeah. And the median income, I think in our area is about 80. Mm-hmm. 80,000, I think, is the median income. So we're right there. We're buying in the 275s. We're making it with the income. And so
you don't have to be a first-time home buyer?
Say that again?
You don't have to be a first-time home buyer?
You do not have to be a first-time home buyer. And you do not have to be a hero. It just happened to work out that this particular gentleman was a firefighter. So you don't have to be either. Now, you get extra little perks I can talk about that if you are a hometown hero, you can get. But just your average person doesn't have to be a first-time home buyer. And they can qualify for this grant up to 5%. So they give you a 3, a 4, and a 5% grant that you can use. What does that mean for you as a FHA type of loan? Well, on an FHA loan, you need to put 3.5% down. I am going to give you 4%. Do the math. You have 0.5% left over to go towards anything. Closing costs. Anything. So I'm giving you all of your down payment, and therefore you are going to have 0.5% to help with anything else.
So speaking of hometown hero programs, There usually, just so y'all know, whenever there's a grant program, this is the first one, because I asked Kinta, I was like, come on, Kinta, I've been doing this for a while. What's the catch? Because on most grant programs, there is a catch called the interest rate. Most grant programs they will give you a ton of free money, but they're going to jack your rate up. Oh man, through the roof, a full percent.
Right.
So instead of getting 3.25, you're getting 4.25, which 4.25 is still great, but you're not getting the market. You're not getting the market. The one of the things that I've told Kinta and I tell everybody when I'm talking about this loan product is it's rare because you actually get market value on your interest rate, but yet you get grant money.
Yes.
So
for example, today, the rates change daily on this program, just like any other mortgage interest rate. But let's just go off today, the 4% grant that they're offering is 3.625. That's amazing. That's still under 4%. I mean, that's the stipulation, is that Texas, this program is going to deem the interest rate. So no, you're not getting 2, but you are also getting, in some cases, $10,000 of free money. That's a lot of money. At 3.625, sign me up.
Folks, on a $300,000 house, 4% is $12,000 for simple math. And I'm not the mathematician around here, but that's pretty fourth grade level math, if you ask me. So that's what we wanted to talk about today, was this awesome this awesome loan program that Kinta. She has other programs, so folks, you don't have to fit into this program to work with. We had a closing today, and we worked with a VA buyer, and they got money back at closing. So not
all of their earnest money back.
Money.
So he got paid. Right, he got paid to buy a home.
He got a check wired to him, the wire is going to go through here in a few minutes. He will be receiving, instead of putting money down to buy a house, he got a check back to buy a house. So we have multiple different programs. Today's focus was to focus on the T-Shack. And anything else you got?
Just sending our kids back to school and getting people houses.
Send our kids back to school, folks, it is a great time to sell and buy. We call it the perfect storm. You get a great price for selling your house, but you get a great loan product and rate for buying a house. It could be magical, folks. So once again, Kinta Wendt with Waterstone Mortgage, and I am Brad Alexander with the Alexander Home Team, Keller Williams.
All right. We will see you guys next week for episode number